So, why I'm telling you all these things, I just want you to know that the Haitians opened the way to a lot of us. The Haitians prepared the way for liberation for many of us. Not only in America. Did you know that South America was liberated because of Haitians? Oh yes. Simon Bolivar, the great man, you hear a lot about Simon Bolivar. Oh yes, he liberated Gran Colombia, Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, and from there the movement spread throughout South America. But where did he get his men? Where did he get his weapons, ammunition, food and everything? In Haiti. He left from Haiti in 1816 to go liberate South America. But at the first convention in 1823, Latin convention in Panama, Haiti was not invited. After we helped with the Louisiana Purchase and really thwarted the French dream of having a new empire here, Haiti was not rewarded. Haiti was ostracized by the United States of America, and for 60 years this country would not recognize Haiti. I understand why. You understand why. Well, they had black slaves down here. They had black slaves in the South. And here you have a new slave state. And we're going to recognize it? What signal are we sending to the black slaves in the South? They can revolt also. So they bottled up Haiti because the black experience should not succeed. Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass ended that 60 years after our independence. And I contend that when a new nation, which didn't have any other example, just black slaves rising up and having to form a state, is bottled up for 60 years, come tell me the Haiti, the poorest country, how did it start? We did not become independent in the 1950s and 60s as the countries of Africa, Asia, and even in the Caribbean. In those days, there was a competition for support. Competition from Soviet Union, China, European Union, to come and help these new states. So these new states that came into being, black states, Asian states in the 60s and 50s, they had examples to follow. And they also had financial support, not Haiti. But this is past. There is a new day. And it has taken a catastrophe of major proportions to make the world focus on Haiti. And that's why tonight, in this dire circumstance that my country finds itself in, I see some hope. Because for the first time, it's as if people all over the world are saying, those people deserve better than that. And so through the distress of Haiti, through its misery, through a catastrophe of major proportions, I see a silver lining. I see a new Haiti. Port-au-Prince is destroyed. I came from Port-au-Prince Friday and I cried. And as I said to some people, I'm not a very emotional person, but I cried. And throughout this whole miserable situation of Port-au-Prince, I saw a silver lining. The silver lining is this: we should not have had this monstrosity of Port-au-Prince, a city that was built for about 150,000 people. That's what it was planned for in the 18th century, has become a monstrosity of 2 million people with the same infrastructure. I don't think any politician or any city planner could have done what forces of nature did in Haiti in less than a minute. And the people are dispersed now. That's the silver lining. They're not going to come back. We're not going to allow them to just come back and do the same thing all over again. Build willy-nilly, helter-skelter. No. New cities will rise up all over Haiti so that it will finally become the Republic of Haiti and not the Republic of Port-au-Prince. And I think I see the silver lining. You know, as you heard, I'm a former journalist. I'm still a journalist. And when I went to Haiti last Friday, I kept looking for signs of hope. I saw it. The city was all broken up. The electric poles were down. The wires were all over the place. No electricity. And I said that to someone this afternoon. I said, you know what I saw? I saw the traffic lights. All traffic lights were working in Port-au-Prince. All the traffic lights were working. And how I saw, I kept looking. Solar panels. And so, there alone, I see a renewal in Haiti. We have to turn to new forces of energy: solar, wind, the sea. And Haiti, I expect it to become the Mecca for you, my brothers and sisters who are listening to me tonight. How is that going to happen? You know, when we defeated the French, it was not easy. We had to build fortifications all over the place. I know you know about the Citadel, perched on the highest peak, and near Cap Haitian. But you know, in Haiti we have dozens of others. They're not as big as the Citadel. They're hidden in the hills. I expect the new government in Haiti, or this government, to start it, to refurbish all these fortifications and to build bungalow-type hotels around them and to invite you to come see. And when you come down there to see, you will say, you mean black folks did that 200 years ago? Yes, they did it. And you will come back and tell your children, tell your friends, you have to see Haiti, the new Haiti. Thank you.